This episode of Not Another Gaming Podcast is brought to you by Thrive Fantasy. Thrive Fantasy is a daily fantasy sports and esports app that eliminates the countless hours of research usually involved with fantasy sports and only focuses on top-tier athletes that have the biggest impact on the game. All you have to do is choose 5 out of the 10 available player props or 10 out of 20 if you're playing an NFL game to build your lineup. Each prop is assigned a fantasy value for both the over and under based on how likely it is to hit. Hit the most props, rack up the most points, and win a share of the prize pool. It's literally that simple. Thrive has awarded over $1.5 million in cash prizes to date, so start raking in the dough using promo code WGG when you sign up today, and you will receive an instant $25 match on your first deposit of $25 or more. So to get started today, use promo code WGG via the Thrive Fantasy app or the App Store or Google Play Store, or you can just go to their website, thrivefantasy.com. Once again, the promo code is WGG, so go download the app and prop up with us today. Now, without further ado, let's enjoy episode 201 of Not Another Gaming Podcast. Hello all, and welcome back to Not Another Gaming Podcast. I am your host this evening, Chris P., the tallest and the lankiest, and I am joined tonight by two very handsome co-hosts. They're always here. They always show up every Thursday, same time, punctual, on the dot, sometimes, most of the time, 50% of the time. First, let's introduce Phasmophobia's ghosts, the Phasmophobia ghost's worst enemy, and the man who has YouTube in a chokehold, Dr. Bob. What up, G?
What's up, dude? You can't fucking don't credit me on that. It's me, Kenny, and Steve. We've been fucking grinding through content for that. It's not they've been putting in just as much work, if not more, than I am. So yeah, they have the fucking ghost in the I theoretically have the ghost in a submissive mode because I am the crucifix smudge stick mule.
Ghosts.
For ghosts, yeah. But yeah, I'm doing all right. But yeah, shout out to Steve and Kenny for helping through with coming through with the content for the Phasmophobia videos at youtube.com/wickedgaming.
We're going to go into this house and bounce these ghosts.
Yeah, you got to bounce them.
Bounce them. And last but not least, we have Star Wars Squadron's best pilot leader. I think that's what they call him in the game. I haven't played yet. It makes me dizzy just watching it. And a graphic design powerhouse, Papa Dom. What up, G?
Yo, I am feeling great. I'm feeling great. I am a little dizzy myself. I feel like, the more I play that game, the more I'm like subjecting myself to some form of vertigo or nausea. But doing real good, feeling real nice, and ready to kick off the first of the next 200 episodes of Not Another Gaming Podcast here with my pals. So yeah,
it's kind of weird only having 3 of us here instead of fucking 13.
90 of us.
Bro, that was fun. Don't get me wrong, but like in hindsight, I was like, oh, it's probably gonna run like 2 hours. We were pushing over 3 hours easily, and I was like, oh my tits, like. But it was a really good time. But it's a nice little intimate group now. Just the 3 founding fathers. We are back for episode 201 of Not Another Gaming Podcast. Started a new 100, and we got a lot more to come. But before we get into the meat and potatoes of the show, let's get into a little weekend recap.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
I will let Bertolo Colon kick this one off. Bert, what'd you get into this weekend? What are you playing?
I didn't do all that much this weekend. I did a bunch of streaming. I did a bunch of Phasmophobia content recording. Steve, Kenny, and myself sat down. We edited yet another video. It is the Phasmophobia equipment guide, the detection equipment guide to be specific. So if you're interested in learning more about Phasmophobia, the new up to 4-player co-op ghost hunting game, we want to give you all the information that you could possibly need for it. If whatever you want to learn, we'll tell you. Don't worry. But that took up most of the weekend, and then Sunday spent time with the lady. We were watching consistently Lovecraft Country, which is incredible. I suggest anybody go watch it. And then we decided, fuck it, let's start watching all the Harry Potters. So we watched the first one on Sunday. And it's so fucking weird to think that we were I was 8 years old when that movie came out.
Real. All right. So Dom was 28.
Something like that. Yeah.
Something like
I
that?
was 8. It came out in 2001. Yeah. Or 2002, whatever the fuck it was. But like it was 8. Dom's muted, so he can't argue his
Oh, I
actual
thought it was
age.
01.
Yeah, it was 01.
Yeah.
01. I was 8 years old when it came out. So it was fucking crazy. Outside of that, I played a little Tony Hawk this weekend. I finally beat Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 in the remaster. I started working on Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. That game is, again, we didn't talk about it last week. We were going to for episode 200 with a couple of people. But that game is chef's kiss. What they did with that remake or remaster. No, it's both a remake and a remaster because they had to adjust the physics engine.
Remakester.
Yeah. But they did it very well. Also, there's a weird echo coming from one of you guys, so you might need to check that. But I played that. I played some Among Us. I played Phasmophobia a bunch, and I'm starting to get back. It hurts me to say this, but I'm starting to get back into TFT just because I watched someone randomly one night and I was like, damn, I kind of want to fucking try this out again. And I'm gonna let you know, I might be coming out of retirement. That's all.
We used to be really good at it, no?
I was playing against
Top 1%.
I was legitimately in the top 1%. I was in fucking Grandmaster at one point. I was playing against all the fucking best people in the world. I was playing against Skara, Disguised Toast, all the people who compete on like a legitimate competitive level. And now it's like, all right, fuck it. I want to try this back out again. Let's see if I can dip my toes back in. And it's going pretty well.
Does that game still have like traction? Well, not traction might not be the right word because it's like older now. Thank you, Kenny.
36 months. Jeez. So there's still like, it still has like a relatively small competitive scene, but they're also getting like anywhere from 20 to 50,000 viewers a day on Twitch. So people are still interested in it. People still play it. People still watch it. There's still a competitive scene there for it, but it's not like what it was when it first launched. It's similar to like Quake. You know how fucking Quake has a competitive scene, but it's not fucking huge anymore because they kind of ruined the series with Champions. But like Quake and Diabolical, they have a competitive scene, but like it's not huge. You know, it's not like Valorant, it's not Counter-Strike, it's not League of Legends.
I feel like there was so much potential with TFT though, for like a competitive standpoint of things. Maybe that's just me being naive because I didn't really play it that much and I was fucking ass at it. But I feel like there was something there because there was different builds that you can get, and it was, I wouldn't say it was very difficult, but it's definitely not easy to be able to like get your pieces and be able to move them around. And like if you don't get the comp you want, figure out that you have to turn it into something else. It took a lot. I fell off that very quickly, but
it's it kind of suffered from the same thing that happened with Realm Royale.
Yeah,
they updated the game pretty frequently, and because there were so many changes to the meta so frequently, people just fell off super quick. It was also one of those like super quick hit like flavor of the months where it's like auto chess games. This is going to be huge for 3 months, and then it's going to be a niche genre going forward. But like it's such a good game in the sense that it's mechanically you don't have to be intensive. It's a mind game. You need to be able to understand and like calculate like how much gold you're going to have, what type of fucking board you want to play out, where you want to place your units, what units you have to hit to be successful in the end. It's like it's a thinking game more so than like a mechanical game. And
maybe that's why it's called auto chess. You know, you play it like chess. You got to move things around. But that's good. Glad to get back into that. Speaking of units, as you said, I lost so much money gambling this weekend. I literally could not pay for one of my bets to hit. I had a day on Saturday to the point where like I think I'm going to take this weekend off of boozing. It was like a 10 a.m. to like 3 a.m. type like explosion. And woke up feeling like dirt, down a ton of money. I woke up, the worst feeling in the world, right, is when you have like a great time, you go out, you're like, oh yeah, like I got off pretty easy last night. I didn't really even spend that much. And then you go on your Venmo and you see like a multiple requests, like, yeah, you owe me hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I was like, why didn't I just stay the fuck inside? Like, I didn't have to sit at a table with 3 other people and just like watch football in the back of Tony C's and just get ballooned. Like I didn't have to do that. There was no reason for that.
No.
But as for what I've been playing Phasmophobia with you guys just a little bit. That's a good kind of refresh game for me when I'm sick of Call of Duty, Warzone, and what else? I actually installed Apex again yesterday because cross-platform came out. Haven't gave it a shot yet, but that's about it. I haven't really had much time to play much of anything. Good weekend, looking forward to next weekend where PC finally gets Black Ops Cold War beta. That's going to be great. A lot of mixed emotions I see around, going around the internet. One huge thing, though, that I'm going to sprinkle in before I ask Dom how his weekend was. Console getting 120 FOV for Black Ops Cold War. Imagine that's
none of them are going to use it. It doesn't matter.
See, I disagree. I think people will.
I don't even think. First of all, 120 FOV is so fucking overkill, and it's so useless when you want to be able to fucking track whoever you're trying to kill.
I go 120 on everything. That's like the first thing I do when I get a game. I look for the FOV slider, crank it all the way to the right.
Maybe that's why you stink at first-person shooters.
Well, that might be why, too, because I have terrible eyesight as it is, and it's like pulling me back.
Hold on, wait a second. You have terrible eyesight, and you're slamming your FOV slider all the way back to 120 when you should be putting it closer.
Maybe. See, Philly Mama just said it, too. I played 120 today for 2 hours, and it's a low-key ash. You can't see shit.
I'm telling you, nobody's going to use it. It's not worth it. It's barely worth it on... It's only worth it on PC because you're working on monitors and not fucking televisions.
Yeah, but yeah, whatever. That's a story for a different day. Dom, how was your weekend, pal? What have you been playing? Do anything good?
So glad you asked. All around, yes. Every answer to every question is yes. Been playing a lot of good things. Been doing a lot of good things. Just been feeling a lot of good things. Had a lot of time to myself and Star Wars Squadrons this weekend. Been playing a lot with the WGG crew. Me, Kenny, JB, Regicide. We have just been killing it. And by killing it, I mean going like 2-9 in every match. It's been pretty good. It's been pretty great. We have had a lot of fun with it. It's been a blast. Like, I think I said it on Twitter like earlier this week, and it was like, I don't think I've ever had so much fun or like been so obsessed with playing more of a game that I am less good at. Like I'm having fun and I'm definitely getting better every time. Playing the campaign definitely helps because it teaches you, like, it's basically like an extended tutorial. Like, the tutorial teaches you how to go and how to turn and how to shoot and shit like that, but like the campaign actually teaches you different tricks and like maneuvers and shit like that I was like, every time I've asked myself, like, how the fuck did that guy just do that? Like, how did that guy get behind me? And then learning that you can like hit like the boost on your ship and then drift into like a fucking loop turn to like get behind them is like...
Well, grow up.
I mean, yeah, it's unbelievable. But the game is great. I put out some of my initial impressions on it on wickedgoodgaming.com. You can go check out that. Big fan so far. I really love... There's been a lot of doubters. Like, every time, EA has a new thing that's announced, it's like, yeah, well, it's EA, so it's probably gonna fucking stink, and there's gonna be microtransactions, So that was the same exact shit that people said when Jedi Fallen Order came out, and then, whoops, and now with Star Wars Squadrons, I mean, for a $40 game that, it is a very specific niche, I really, really hope that people support it. I hope that people take a chance on it if it's not normally their thing. I need all my flight sim nerds that are, just waiting there, just buy it. If you're a flight sim nerd, or if you own a flight stick or a VR headset or both.
I don't know. They got Microsoft Flight Simulator. I don't think they need... I mean, I would like them to play Squadrons too, but they got fucking Flight Sim. They can fly across the fucking planet.
Those
but only this planet. Only this planet, though.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
But they could fly. They could go fucking foot by foot across this planet. I've been watching so many people play it, and I love Star Wars, but I get motion sick watching people play it.
Mm-hmm.
So in my head, like, if I even tried the game, I would just get motion sick. I can't do it.
No, 100%.
It's definitely a lot. And even, like, I was playing campaign earlier, and, there's a specific mission where you have to, like, shield You play as like a support ship, and you can launch like little shield packages at your allies, and you have to like worry about taking care of them and then also shooting down like enemy ships. And I was going in a million different directions, and I actually I was like dizzy by the end of it, and I was like, all right, I need to go take a little break before the podcast. But I think it's a game where every role feels rewarding. Like playing, I played as a support role in Fleet Battle, and I was basically not focusing on killing anything, but just like healing my teammates and disabling fighters so that they could finish them off, and that felt great. It just like felt super rewarding.
Nice support right there, Dom.
Yeah,
I like that.
I felt really
Every
good
team
about
needs it.
Yeah, absolutely, and it makes a difference. It makes a difference because like somebody might be low on bombs, and you might the deathmatch games, the dogfights are only to 30 kills, so like every kill counts. And you can go and resupply them, and so they don't have to waste a life or something like that just to resupply on bombs, and next thing you know they're fucking ripping through people. So it plays great. The game plays great. It feels great. I mean, presentation wise and visually, like there's a couple of different things that could be tighter or could be more sharp, but like it's a $40 game. And I said it in my impressions for on the website, like I'm like drooling at the thought of what this game might look like if it got like a full $60 release and got all the like fanfare that it could. So like I'm convinced that this is like a beta test, a pilot, if you will.
Ooh, so you did that.
Aviation puns, we got them. I'm convinced that this is a pilot for like a bigger title that might take place like in the air and on the ground or something like that.
Battlefront 3. It'll be Battlefront 3, and it'll be because people were fucking begging for it. For like boots on the ground and orbital outside of orbital combat as well, like within orbit and then outside of orbit combat.
Yep.
So I mean, hey, if it is that quote unquote pilot, then Battlefront 3, it could be there.
Battlefront 3, like they learn their lessons with Battlefront 2. They know what the people respond to. They know, like Battlefront 2 ended up being like fan service the game. They had skins and all kinds of shit in there from like every different corner of like the animated series and everything like that. They had like seasonal content based on new seasons of the TV shows and new movie releases, which was awesome. And if they incorporated the more simulation-ish space combat into Battlefront 3, I mean...
Yeah, that's sick. It's not my cup of tea, but I see where you're going, and everyone seems to really be enjoying it. So
yeah.
I'm glad you found something that you enjoy. I forget who said it. I would kind of say who it was if I remembered, but they were in a Discord call, and I was just hanging out, and they're like, I feel like this is Dom's game. I feel like Dom's going to be sick of this.
Yeah. I'm not exactly nasty at it, but I'm getting better. But it is good. I also drank a couple dozen beers this weekend, and I played some golf, and that was fun.
Golf.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what comes out tomorrow?
The Haunting of Hill House season 2.
Yeah, The Haunting of Bly Manor.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Oh,
I'm watching. I'm gonna finish it tomorrow. I don't give a fuck. All right, let's get into some topics, huh?
Yeah.
First one, go figure. Twitch is under some fire right now as we stream on their platform, but we got to talk about it. It's what's going on in the industry. So there's a Twitch scandal going on where a Twitch streamer. His name is the Black Hokage, I believe it's pronounced. Someone popped into their stream and donated 400 bits. For the people that are keeping track at home, that's $4. And it was from Twitch staff. And they came into a chat, donated that 400 bits, and said, hey, say hello to company. And it was just a random company.
Yep.
And the thing is, we've talked about this before, but like Burger King coming in and like donating shit. But you can moderate that. When it comes to Twitch staff coming in your channel and saying something, you can't moderate it. You're not allowed to. You can't delete their shit. You can't ban their shit. That's my understanding of the whole thing. And the dude was giving it right back, like on streams. Like, is that like a promo? He goes, you're lucky I can't ban your ass because I would right now, and like giving it back to him. So kind of open it up to you guys. I feel like it's a super scummy thing to do. And I believe I read that it was someone out of like their Brazil office or like someone that works on like the Brazilian side of streaming and stuff like that randomly popped in, and not for nothing, $4. Come on now. It was like, thank you for like if it's from a person that like genuinely is supporting what you're doing and you donate $4, thank you so much. That's unreal. But when you're a Twitch staff, to me that just looks like it's like spare change that they have laying around, saying, "Hey, let's just throw it at it, and we'll get free promo out of it." So, super scummy thing to do. Bob, how do you feel about the whole thing?
We literally talked about this like a month and a half ago, where Burger King was doing the same fucking thing.
Yep.
But like it's the same thing, except instead of Burger King doing it, it's in-house. It's Twitch staff doing it, who are probably getting paid under the table by whomever this company is. Like, hey, here's a couple $100. Spend 100 of this in donations and promoting us. Keep the rest.
Yeah.
Like that's probably what it is. So if it's a bunch of fucking shitheads that are working at Twitch, sorry Twitch, but like get your shit together. Actually, I don't have to apologize for that. Get your shit together. Like figure this fucking shit out. Like you can't have.
Yeah.
We talked about how there was a fucking Twitch mod, like one of the most notorious. Did we talk about this actually? One of the most notorious Twitch mods, the guy Hassan, who got fired because he was like grooming female Twitch streamers.
I didn't even hear about that.
Oh,
I heard
well,
that he got
like,
fired, but I didn't know like what the deal was behind it.
Yeah, it was weird, like fucking like abusive power shit. And like you can't. People were coming forward and saying that he was a sketchball 2 years ago. You gotta weed that shit out right at the fucking beginning. You don't let it go on for 2 more years, because then people get fucking hurt. People get fucking harassed because of it.
Yeah.
We're here right now. This shit happened 2 months ago. It's still happening now, but even worse, it's happening in fucking house. Get your shit together. Figure it out now. If you have fucking staff that are doing this, fire them.
Yeah, but that has to come from up top. That's the thing. Like,
I don't think so.
Yeah, but what is that person donating $4 getting out of this to shut out a company, unless it's said person's company?
I told you, they're probably getting paid under the table by it. Just fucking straight up, like, here's a couple $100. Use 100 of it to go into channels and promote. Keep the rest.
That's so shitty to do. Like the shittiest part of the whole thing too. Like, first of all, self promo or promo in other people's chats. It's like, to me, it's like dirtbag behavior. I hate that shit. But when it's coming from someone who works at the platform that you're streaming on, in their head, they're like, okay, I'm Twitch staff, so if I go into someone's channel, they can't delete it. Like, the only way for it to disappear is it to get like flooded out, or they have to like end their stream and come back. But that still exists right there for X amount of time. So that, I don't know. It's a really shitty thing to do. Dom, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I fucking hate this. I fucking hate this. You know what I really, like, I've noticed lately is, like, somebody goes viral on a tweet and gets, like, 26,000 retweets or something like that. The next 9 tweets under it are them. Usually it's like, haha, damn, this blew up. Check my SoundCloud. But but now it's, I think, like, there are advertisers that will DM them and say, hey, thread this underneath your tweet so that people see it. And will say, oh, click on this to get free cell phone cases. Or something like that, and try to like monetize like one of their tweets going viral. Except it's the next 8 tweets. It's like, oh, you want discounted phone charges? Click right here. Oh, you want a fucking free McDouble the next time you go to the McDonald's drive-thru? Like, click on this. And that shit is just driving me insane. And other people are doing that too, where they'll see a tweet go viral, and because it has eyes on it, they will reply to it and say, haha, this was hilarious. Look at my Instagram or something like that. And it's like the same people. It's like that type of stuff. Like, trying to use somebody else's momentum for your own gain, no matter what it is fucking awful. And
true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that type of shit is just like, when somebody goes in and like, you're a Twitch mod, you can go in any fucking channel that you want and spread your own fucking shit. You're like, hey, check out. What was it? What was the website that he put on? Actually, don't tell me what it.
Yeah, I'm not saying it.
Somebody just says Thrive Fantasy. Let's use this example for good. Somebody says check out Thrive Fantasy, thrivefantasy.com, promo code WGG, and you can't moderate it, you can't delete it because it's a Twitch message. It's like somebody who is a Blizzard employee who plays World of Warcraft DMing people, or going into like a guild chat, or going into like a capital city and saying, you know, all their messages are highlighted in blue whenever they speak.
I gotta ask you guys something. Sorry, I'm fucking going off right now, but did you see that there was somebody in a WoW Classic server that literally kept track of every female player on that server and what their marital status was?
What? All right, so they should be arrested. They should be taken behind the bond.
Dude, I gotta find this tweet for you,
That is gross.
Dude,
What?
it is. Yeah, everything I just told you, that is it. That is the line right there. There was a guy in a WoW Classic server who quite literally cataloged every female player on that server and what their marital status was, whether they were single, dating somebody, who they were dating, if they were engaged, when their expected wedding date was.
Go ahead, Dominic.
I'd like that person to be publicly executed.
Dude, absolutely fucking insane.
I gotta rip the band-aid off of some people, right? Just because if you are a male and just because you're playing with a female, there's a 99.8% chance nothing's ever gonna come out of it, man. Like sometimes it does happen. That's like few and far between. But what gain do you get out of that for being a creepy prick? That doesn't make any sense.
Wolf goes, give that man a job at Homeland Security.
But imagine the ways that he must like go about it too, because you can't just come straight out and say that, like, oh hey, like hey stranger on the internet, are you married? You got a boyfriend? So like it must just like be in conversation, like, hey, can you come help me with this like task over here? Like, aha, that's so funny. Like, yeah, my wife, yeah, she helps me with this all the time. You married? You understand how that is?
Right.
No, you're not. Okay, hold on. Stay there for a second. Let me write your name down. That's some psychotic shit. Those people should be banned from the internet.
I gotta find it on Twitter somewhere. I don't remember who it was that tweeted it, but she showed a screenshot of a part of the list with her name in it.
Yeah,
and
I would be fucking terrified.
I think she's engaged. And I think she's engaged.
Terrified.
Dude, oh my god.
I would simply contact the authorities and get that man taken care of, or woman, whoever was doing it. Any final thoughts on the whole Twitch thing? I know it's pretty
stinky,
pretty straightforward.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it.
Fire whoever it was that did it. That simple. Fire whoever it was and make an example.
100%.
Like Twitch likes to make an example of fucking streamers fucking up. Make an example of your staff fucking up, and just do better going forward.
Mm-hmm. Couldn't agree more, Dom. You had something that you wanted to talk about regarding Squadrons, I believe it was.
Boy, do I ever. So, yeah, Star Wars Squadrons came out, and it's a great game. Really enjoying it, having a great time. This is probably the latest in a segment that I like to call just play video games, man.
That should be a segment, but continue. I guess the whole show is that, but
so Squadron's pretty good. Having a great time, and has had generally favorable reviews. And normally I don't do this. Normally I don't like to go down this rabbit hole, and normally I specifically don't enjoy like calling out specific outlets. But
I'll do it for you. You want to DM me? I'll do it for you.
I know. I'll mention it. Just 'cause I don't want to like go down this whole fucking rigmarole. But so I saw one of my good friends tweet, like the picture of like the stressed out Ben Affleck when he's like smoking a cigarette outside, and he's just like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
And he was like,
literally been me all week. Yeah.
So he was like, I read a review that was complaining about the fact that you play as the Empire in the Star Wars Squadrons campaign. And I was like, oh boy, I know what this website was. And I DM'd him and I was like, was it Kotaku? And he said, yes. And I was like, I fucking knew it. So I went and I read the review, and I do like a couple of writers at Kotaku. I actually really do. And I read the review, and there is a specific like 3 paragraphs where they go on and on about the fact that it took away from the game for them because you have to play as the Galactic Empire in the campaign, who are the bad guys, because they are bad. It was because they are space Nazis was the quote that he used. Because you play as space Nazis, and that's bad because they are space Nazis. They dress in gray fatigues, they're fascist, and it's bad, but that the game makes you play as them. And it was actually a tick in their like they do like a good and bad column, and it was I think it was one of 2 negatives in the column. There was something else, probably about the inconsistent frame rate on PC, or just to name a fucking bad thing at random. And then the other one was it makes you play as space Nazis. So as you as a listener of Not Another Gaming Podcast, as somebody who might be familiar with Star Wars, Chris, you actually don't know anything about Star Wars. Let me ask you
Zero.
this. Let me ask you this. Is Star Wars real?
No.
Okay. Good answer.
Was I right? Yeah, let's go, baby.
Good job, Chris. You're starting off this episode batting 1,000.
Just no spelling jokes,
Ding!
and we're good.
It's like we need like the little Family Feud board where it goes like ding and it turns over and it's like okay, another question for you, Chris. As far as you know, as far as you are aware, given the fact, like in Malibu's Most Wanted where he's like, if my foot is real and this gun is real, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
Ipso facto, since Star Wars is not real, to the best of your knowledge, is the Galactic Empire from Star Wars real?
So I'm comparing it to this. If I had a thought in my head about driving a car, is that car real? It might exist somewhere, but it's not real at that time.
No.
So no. Long story short, no.
No, it's
all
not
you had
real.
to do, Chris, all you had to do was say no, and I would have cheered for you again. But the fact that you tried to reason your way through it,
You got to show your work.
It's
Showing
his work.
Got to show your work.
That's it. You always got to draw the number that you carry the one. You know what I mean? He's
Yeah,
carrying.
I don't want to make it look like I googled the question. I just want to make sure that I was showing my work.
Okay, so given that Star Wars is not real, and the spaceships in Star Wars are not real, and the characters in Star Wars are not real, and the factions in Star Wars are not real, it shouldn't be that big of a deal if you play as them.
Hold on, Dumb. Wolf just made a great point. The Empire are the good guys. So, I mean...
So
are they?
We've had two full fucking Star Wars campaigns where we were technically the good guys.
Yeah. So, we played the Star Wars role-playing game, a tabletop game, and I thought it would be cool to play as a party of stormtroopers. They are, they're on the forefront of, the Galactic Empire, getting a foothold in the galaxy, and, the rebels are insurgents, because they are. And, I mean, technically they are, right? So, but regardless, though, I digress. The point of the review was that it's bad because they're space Nazis, but sure, they're a fascist organization, and they wear gray fatigues and all that good stuff. But the Empire is not a real faction, and you shouldn't have to feel bad, and you shouldn't guilt trip other people into not playing as them because they are not real. There are moments in the campaign where I believe innocent people get killed and get caught in the crossfire and are killed intentionally. But it's not like, I mean, this guy makes it out to be like the Star Wars version of No Russian, when you're like just mowing people down left and right and being like the comically bad guys. And so the point that I'm trying to make is that this is bad. This is a bad comparison to make. And my topic that I wanted to bring up was, where is the line on playing as fictional bad guys? Like, in every Grand Theft Auto game ever, you are playing as the bad guy, even if they have good motives. God of War, you could probably argue that Kratos is a bad guy.
He fucking doomed all of Sparta. He doomed everybody, basically, by his actions.
And whether or not there are like noble parts to what they're doing, or if they have a good motive, they've probably done awful things. So at what point is it? Where is the line for you guys for like, I wouldn't play as that guy, or like I wouldn't play as that faction, or like I wouldn't play as that villain if a game asked you to? Like, at what point would that be like, I don't know if I'm comfortable doing this?
So there's no line. No, there's no line for me. It's part of the game. If I'm going to argue something and not play something, I just won't play the game if I don't agree with it. Like, don't play that game then. But if it's part of the game and you purchase that game and you're going through it and you're trying to make a point that like these people are bad, don't play them, then don't play the game at all. Why is that person in charge of writing a review for the game if it's something that they don't agree with? I feel like when you're writing a review for something, the word review is so fucked in this industry. It really is. Where like, I want to know how the game is. I want to know how how's the story, how's it run. I don't care about like your like, what's the word I'm looking for? Not like how you feel personally about it, but I guess so, right? Because you want to relate to the writer and yada yada. But like, if you really think so lowly of a game just because of something you believe, maybe you're the wrong person writing that review. maybe you should give it to someone who actually wants to give it a fair shot and see it neutrally and write a review on the game, not a review of the game based on how you feel outside of video game.
Right.
I don't know. To me, there's no line.
And the
if I don't agree with the game, I will simply not purchase a game. I will not play the game, and I won't trash the game because it personally was not for me.
Yeah, and like the person writing the review claims, like in the beginning, that they're a huge Star Wars fan and this, that, and the third, and also Battlefront 2's campaign.
That is how you know someone's a fucking asshole when they're writing a review and the first thing they say. That's how you know that there's going to be some weird narrative being pushed later on in the fucking article when they have to show you their fucking report card, and it's like, I've watched all the Star Wars movies. Check.
Right. I have the credibility to give you the.
Yeah, I played a couple of Star Wars games. Check.
You know what that also sounds like? Someone, you're having a conversation with someone, and they're going to say, hey, I don't want to be mean, but 10 times out of 10, it's going to be mean.
So I don't want to rip too deep into Star Wars, but I've seen all of them.
Yeah.
I've seen all of them.
It's the same shit. I mean, yeah, like I said, there's no line for me. Bob, how do you feel?
I think there's a line, and I think it's so far like out there that so few people know about it, where it's like there are just some games on Steam that are designed to piss people off. Like, that's it. Yeah. They were designed to make people fucking type up fucking pissy articles about it, you know?
Yeah.
One of which was called Hatred, where it's literally just a game where you go around neighborhoods and you kill everybody in the neighborhood. Like,
so that's GTA.
Yeah, but the thing is, there's no fucking motivation
to Postal?
anything.
Isn't that Postal?
But it's not Postal. It's like Postal gets to a point like that, but it goes past Postal where it's like there's no jokes involved in it. It's just dark. Like, it's dark. You go through fucking houses, you just kill everybody in a neighborhood, and then once everyone's dead in that neighborhood, you go to the next one, you kill everybody there.
Yeah.
Like, there's no reasoning behind it. There's no story behind it. It's just a guy wants to go on a fucking murder spree, and that's what happens. So like that right there, would I try it? I like maybe like for a couple of levels, but if there's no depth to it, I wouldn't fucking keep playing it. But like, I think that's one of those spots where it's questionable right then and there, because that game was essentially made for fucking clickbait articles. And then everything past that, like, we talked about a fucking game on this podcast that was like School Shooter Simulator or something like that. That was on Steam that had to get pulled. Like, those games are so far out there and beyond anything that people can comprehend. I think it starts like maybe at Hatred, and then once you get past that, it's like, fuck this. It's not even worth it. It's not worth it. Like, there's nothing.
Like,
it's
Hatred,
just to incite. It's set to incite like uproar, and that's all it is.
Right. It's there just to like grab headlines and not particularly be like a good game or like actually make a point or anything. It's there to grab headlines, and I mean, that's how I feel about like Postal. I mean, I feel like we got an email about like Postal 3 or something like that, or whatever the most recent one is, and I'm like,
I think Chuck wrote about it.
Yeah, like I just am not. That's just like not my thing. Like, I don't know if I can really like stomach that. You know, like every single mission is like no Russian, you know what I mean? And you're just like running around a neighborhood, like killing people, like with no kind of points, I guess. You know, that type of stuff is kind of weird to me, especially Hatred especially was basically made for that. And that's kind of like, I mean, that's not where this article takes this comparison. They're just saying like, you know, it's an interesting way to show the other side of the conflict, but it runs into the same problem that prior Star Wars media has, that these are still space Nazis, and I shouldn't be happy when they win, and I don't like them. And this is more of a complex topic than this review can do justice. But the problem is that it's not more of a complex topic, because this is a fucking story that is for children. This is a children's story. George Lucas himself has said that all Star Wars is rooted in like children's level storytelling. Good versus evil, you know, even like bad guys redeeming themselves and becoming good guys, like lessons, life lessons. These are children's stories.
Tom, can I see your report card first?
Well, let me go take all my Star Wars books off my shelf. So, like, this is the type of shit that, like, for me, it just there, like the line that really killed me in that review was like, this is a bigger topic that this article can't do justice, and I don't think it is that big of a deal, because the Empire is bad. We know that they're bad because they are making people's lives difficult, and the people in the in the movies, that like cartoonishly bad villains that don't have any sort of redeeming qualities, which is way worse than having a game that tries to humanize them and say, hey, here's why this guy fights for the Empire, because he lost something and he's trying to redeem it, or they have some dirt on him and he's kind of fighting, but he's got a grudge, or this person ends up turning to the other side because they see the Empire go too far and do something that's too evil even for them. This type of stuff is actually good because it gives more dimension to otherwise what would be reduced to a caricature of a villain that twists their mustache and ties princesses to railroads and shit. And I don't know. For me, it just seems like a massive fucking overreaction, and it kind of flew under the radar. Again, aviation puns, we got them. And this is, Kenny is saying for the Horde in the chat. I'm sure that there's been dozens of think pieces out there talking about the playing as the Horde in World of Warcraft and why that's bad, but
how that negatively influences children growing up into lives of perpetual violence.
Yeah, and so I don't know. I'm sure that there's somebody who deeply believes in their heart of hearts that even playing as the Empire. That's like them saying, oh, the Darth Vader and Son books, the little children's books, where it's Darth Vader teaches Luke how to go to bed on time and stuff. It's you can't read that because Darth Vader's a fascist, and that's actually normalizing him being evil. And it's just
I hate the world. I hate it. There's always something. There's literally always fucking something. And that's not taking away from people's beliefs. You're entitled to believe whatever you want.
Sure.
Just keep it the fuck out of my video games, man.
Just play video games, man. That's all. To sum it up, just it's a fucking movie, and it's a story that's made for kids, and they're not real, and they can't hurt you. And humanizing, an evil faction that potentially there are people inside the faction that are having their doubts, and you get to kind of experience that in real time unfold and be a part of their story. That is actually pretty good storytelling. Yeah. So I don't know. Well,
speaking of just playing video games, man, we have the first adult in internet history that finally understands what multiplayer games are. I'm going to play the video for everyone. You can hear the audio. But TikTok user Billy Visco posted a clip of him asking it's probably staged. Probably is, definitely is. Definitely. But he's asking her to go outside and take the trash out. He then realizes that his daughter is in the middle of a multiplayer game, and then this is where this happens. So here it is right now.
Hey, I need you to come take that trash out real quick.
I'm in the middle of an online game, but can I do it right after I'm...
Absolutely not. Let's go. Hold up. Parents, let me explain something real quick, just in case y'all didn't know. Online games, that's like if she was playing a real game, and I made her say, Mr. Referee, can you pause the game real quick and let me have her come over here and take the trash out and let all of her teammates down? Here's the deal with online games. It's the same thing. You can't pause an online game, and she's got teammates that she's going to let down if you just have her come take out the trash right now, when we know that trash can wait for 10, 15 minutes, however long this online game takes. But here's the deal, kids. If I let you do that, as soon as your online game is over, please come take the trash out. Deal? Deal? Do better.
The little knuckle bump at the end too.
What a fucking stupid video.
Oh, what do you mean? It's the shit went fucking nuclear. That's how shit should be. That's how I'm an parent.
You remember all those videos? You remember the video of the guy, the group of people on the boat, and the guy drops down on one knee, and he's like, "Oh yeah, tell me the ring."
Totally
and the guy
staged.
fucking Joe Montana's it over the fucking side of the boat. That's how staged this is, okay? You want to get a point across? Sit me down, look me in the eyes, and tell me the fucking point you want to get across. Don't fucking play your child into it and be like, oh, here's your script. Here's your script. Oh, sorry, Dad, I'm playing an online video game. No fucking kid says, I'm playing an online video game.
I'm playing an MMORPG, Dad.
That's what I say all the time.
Absolutely not. It's fucking staged. You want to get your point across?
No
you fucking
shit,
get
it's
your point across.
staged, Bob. Stop being a buzzkill. Obviously, it's fucking staged, but it's the meaning behind it. Things are evolving, baby. He makes good points. You know, you're not going to be out on the basketball court, and you know you forgot to do the dishes before you left the house. Someone's not going to stop like, hey, Mr. Referee, this kid has to come home and do the dishes. No, I'm going to let people down. He understands that things are turning a new leaf. And this obviously I had mixed emotions behind it, right? Where there was like 50-50 people that were on his side, people that were obviously against it. And once again, this is something to get the people talking. But I think Billy Visco has a point right there. I think he's starting to understand you can't play. It's like all the memes that go around. Like, Chris, come take the trash out. I'm in the middle of a multiplayer game. Well, can you pause it? Nah, fam, I can't pause it.
How successful is this guy? How successful of a TikToker is this guy?
Let me check right now.
Because I'll tell you right now, if he's half as successful as the successful people on TikTok, he has somebody taking the trash out for him. It's not his fucking kid. Okay,
5.7 million.
So shut the fuck up. Your kid's not taking the trash out. Someone's doing it for you and your kid. Get over yourself, you fucking clown.
I don't know, Bob.
I think it was a good message, like, but the thing is like he's saying, "Hey, parents, like all the parents that I know that are using TikTok and getting their information from TikTok, I maybe know 2 people that are older than me that are using TikTok, and there's no way my mother knows what TikTok
still alive."
Yes. I mean, hey, all you parents out there that are using TikTok, or like, I don't know. I mean, that type of stuff, I do think that's kind of ridiculous, but it is pretty funny, and it's a cool video. I thought when you mentioned it, Chris, when you described it to me, that it was like a real thing, or like that, like the father was like yelling at the kid to take the trash out, and the mother was like, hey, let him finish his game, or like vice versa. But
it's real to me, goddammit.
It was like a staged PSA.
No, this is real, man. That was 100% real.
Chris, you still watching wrestling?
No, I don't watch it anymore.
Well, that is real. That's actually real.
Yeah, wrestling's real. No, wrestling's 100% real. And if you want to compare it, that was kind of like wrestling. There's
things that are not real. Things that are not real in order of not realness is the Galactic Empire from Star Wars.
Galactic Empire. Yeah, that's number 1.
That video and birds.
True. Birds are not real. They are designed and developed by the government to spy on us citizens.
I agree. And then they fly south to recharge.
Bird watching goes both ways.
They don't actually fly south. They just fly back to the Pentagon.
No, that's what I mean, like fly south. But they go there to recharge and drop off their hard drive.
They go straight back to the Pentagon. They drop off their SSDs that are jammed into them, and then they recharge, and then they fly back.
What if they like actually speak to one another? Like they would say they're real birds, right? But they're like human birds.
Chris,
just say they are.
You're going so far out of the realm of reality right now. They're not.
But there's like a bird office that they all go to. You know, it's like they're 9 to 5. They go there once a year for 24 hours a day for like a month. And they walk in, they're hanging out by the water bubble, like, yo, you hit a fat dude, the fat dude with the bear outside of Joe's Market. You know what he was talking about the other day? You know what he did when he was out with the boys at Tony C's last weekend? We got to tell the fuzz about this one. Like, they talk and they, like, dap each other up, like, yo, I heard you nailed that fucking Coke deal, man. Good for you, bro.
Look, I'm sure they communicate, but it's in ones and zeros. And that's it.
They're speaking binary?
Joe said they recharge remotely. That's why they're always docked on power lines.
Oh, okay.
They fly back to the Pentagon for repairs.
Yeah, exactly. To download if they get full on data, they go back, and that's how they get there.
If they got something.
And Wolf has added that in Australia, nobody is real; they're all paid actors. And he lives in Australia, which is all the evidence that I need. So shout out to
all the paid actors in Australia.
Have you guys ever gotten really high and just like, this is like me a lot of the times when I'm like out in public and I'm booted, I always think there's like a big dome around us, like this is all just controlled. You know, you guys never thought that?
No, I don't leave my house when I get high.
I try not to because I'm a zombie. But like sometimes I just look up, I'm like, damn, like it's like the Hunger Games is a dome. They're trying to decide if they want it to rain today. I don't know what they're trying to do, but maybe I should stop smoking.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you should.
Maybe you should just stop going outside and.
Yeah, maybe just stay inside, Chris.
I don't want to go outside anymore, man. It sucks out there. The sun's too bright. You know, like sometimes I forget my sunglasses. I have to squint. I get a headache. It's fucking brutal out there, man. The garbage truck drives by, squeezes out garbage juice on the ground. It comes through the window. It's no good. Any final thoughts on Billy Visco, the absolute legend that has revolutionized parenting?
Yeah, pay your cleaners at your house double this week because you just made some money off of them.
They made a lot of money off that.
Give your fucking daughter a little more allowance this week too, because that fucking performance, I'm going with a 2 out of 10.
Billy, I hope she won the game, man.
Give her some
I know you
acting
worked in
lessons.
the- Oh
yeah,
my god.
yeah, pay for some acting lessons.
You guys are sewering my man Billy right now. I'm not going to stand
He has
for it.
5 million followers. He can get other people to hype up the video.
Why not? He wanted to put his daughter on. Wants to put her on.
Papa, I just can't take out the trash. I'm playing an online video game. Do you mind if I finish my online video game, Papa?
Sure, honey. Yes, absolutely. Thank you for being polite. But when you're finished, can you please take the trash out? Yes,
Of course.
absolutely. Father-daughter
Papa,
fist
friend.
bump. Boom.
Papa, what are my lines again, Papa?
I mean, how many takes you think that probably took like 20 takes?
Fucking so dumb.
There's no way they one took that.
It's literally like that in South Park where like Stan or what is it? Randy goes to ask Stan like, "Oh, can't you pause it?" And he's like, "No, Dad, I'm playing an online MMORPG and communicating with my guild using TeamSpeak."
I do remember that. Was that the World of Warcraft episode?
Yeah.
Did you guys see the COVID special? We don't have to get into it, but very, very over the line.
Yeah,
it was nuts.
At this
It was
point, like
very
if I
over.
ever like flip on South Park, I just kind of like sit there like this with my mouth covered, and I just wait.
I don't
Do you
get
think?
it, man.
Wait, do you think? Let me check Taco to see if they got an article up about it real quick.
Probably. All right.
Should we talk about that thing?
Yeah, we could talk about the thing.
The thing.
The thing, like it has the word sex in it, or an acronym for it, sex.
What?
That we were going to talk about the Xbox thing.
Oh,
Series X, sex.
no.
He's talking about it. Damn, Chris, you're off tonight.
I sent all the topics. This was one of them. That's why I assumed that this was going to be one that we talked about. God forbid. All right, we're not going to talk about it, but apparently Xbox Series X is.
Talk about it.
No, I'm not allowed to. I guess.
No,
I can't talk about it.
No, you're not
Xbox-
allowed to because you have to finish your online multiplayer game. We'll talk about it in a minute.
We'll talk about this in 10 to 15 minutes, okay?
We do it really quick. Xbox Series X is running so hot that it's heating houses. According to VGC, I don't know what it stands for. It's a website. In a video, the person said the Series X is hot, like really hot. It doesn't make any noise, but damn, it's hot. The console is emitting heat like crazy. It's almost like a fireplace shaft. You can heat up a flat with it. And it went around the internet. Everyone, fake news, yada yada. But I just thought it was funny.
It's definitely not. I think it's over. It's definitely over exaggerated. However, I said this fucking months ago. There has to be a way that these companies need to, like, better cool their systems. They're not. Microsoft is not doing it. They literally turned their console into a fucking chimney stack, where it emits heat from the top, but also emits heat from the bottom. But the bottom has a giant fucking stand plate that covers 85% of it. All they had to do was tip the fucking console over and leave both ends as exhaust pipes.
Yeah. That whole day was out of control because you had like the PS5 breakdown or whatever they called it. And then this whole thing came out. And there was like people going back and forth like, this is how you turn the PlayStation 5 horizontal. And then someone made a video, might have been from Xbox. It's like, this is how you turn the Xbox Series X horizontal. And he literally just grabbed it and just turned it on its side.
But the thing is, that should have been the design to begin with.
Agreed.
It should have been on the fucking side. Because if you're going to, the problem with that is, if you're going to stack all of those components on top of each other, you need to ventilate everything. You would need that entire fucking case to be ventilated. The whole thing. They shouldn't have any fucking flat panels. It should all be honeycombed every single side because you need to get the heat out.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with that is it's all being forced through the fucking top or through the tiny fucking slits on the bottom next to the stand plate. I would not be surprised if people go on like prolonged gaming, like Xbox Series X usage. Like if a game just releases and you play it for 30 hours straight, I wouldn't be surprised if you fucking break some of the hardware in there
Yeah.
I would not be shocked if shit starts to melt.
Yeah, I mean, literally, I mean, I feel like Bob has actually been saying this for like the last calendar year. Like, hey,
Yeah.
all of these buzzwords sound really like awesome and exciting, but how the fuck are they going to keep this thing cool? And like that is the biggest. I mean, I've always wondered that too, because I guess we never really had to worry about it with other consoles, and granted, they do get hot. And like the PS4 Pro, I think even like gets super fucking hot, but yeah, I mean that just seems like whoops. We waited to tell you guys about this until 3 weeks before the consoles come out, but the key to keeping them cool is not doing it. Just not doing it.
You're supposed to run this in your freezer.
Yeah.
Like you said, shit's gonna get hot. I mean, it is what it is, but it's just all about having it properly vented. Like the design, as I'm aware, on the Xbox Series X is it's a rectangle.
It's a chimney. That's
Yeah.
literally what it is. It is a chimney.
Yeah. Okay. So compared to like a PC tower, right? There's multiple vent points for a PC tower on the top, out of the side, out of the bottom, out of the back, and you have like an intake, outtake, all that good stuff. But all it seems like the Xbox has right now is just like a fan on the top that's getting rid of the heat that's inside of it. And like you said, it's a chimney. It's literally just working its way up through all the components in it. And I could be wrong. Maybe there is more. Maybe there is a fan in the back that I'm not aware of. Like
it's on the so there's some ventilation on the back, but the problem is where the ventilation is. So I was watching a video of someone breaking it down. Where that ventilation is, it doesn't correspond to where the hardware lines up inside of the product.
Yeah.
Like that is just fucking oversight at this point. If you're not putting the fucking honeycomb over what needs to be properly vented, what the fuck are you doing? Like who designed it? That's my question. Who the fuck thought it was a good idea? Yeah, I'm telling you right now, all they need to do is say, fuck it, give us another month. We're going to redesign the bottom and we're going to redesign the back plate. And then instead of having it stand upright, put it on its side. So instead of the top just being the chimney, it fucking exudes heat from the sides and the back.
Mm-hmm. They can't do that, though. They gotta get it out. Get it out.
Do you think it would be realistic for them to push a console back?
I mean,
they should though. That's the thing.
Right. Do you think they will?
No, of course not. They're going to release it like they did with the Xbox 360, and it's going to be. I'm telling you right now.
Get those beach towels, baby.
Here, tinfoil hat, because I'm going to say it right now. We're going to see another version of the Red Ring of Death. I don't know what's going to happen. I think we're going to see components start to fucking legitimately melt and malfunction, and they're going to have to recall shit and just be like, all right, ship it back to us. We'll ship you a new one in 6 fucking months.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
that's the worst.
That's what's going to happen with this because they just don't fucking, they're not thinking. They're not thinking about it. So I don't fucking know.
I already have a hilarious video idea for it. I'll say it, whatever. I ordered one for some reason. I pre-ordered it just for the sake of like the rush. Maybe I can get it, maybe I can't. So I pre-ordered an Xbox Series X. I have zero intentions on playing it. But what I'm going to do, obviously, with this shit all going on, I'm going to go on the stove. Believe it or not, I'm actually going to cook something for the sake of the video, of course. I'm going to fry up like eggs on it so it's like still bubbling and shit. And I'm going to like put it on top of it and like act like I'm cooking it on top of the Xbox. Watch how nuts it goes. It's going to be great. All right. Yeah.
I'm worried enough about you cooking anything for yourself like without doing it as a joke. So
no, I know how to do it. You open up the little door. You type in 2 minutes. You shut the door and press stop.
I will be on standby just a couple of feet away just in case, because I'm going to have a fire extinguisher in my hand, because you're going to end up doing this as a joke, and then we're going to see, like, local man burns down house trying to make an internet video.
I'm just going to blame the Xbox, man. I'll take down fucking Microsoft alone.
Oh.
Can't wait.
My God.
Can't wait. All right, we're on the same wavelength with that. All final thoughts are all good. Dom. Now I think I'm understanding what you're talking about. Please take the floor, my G.
Yes, okay, because we're getting there. Was that our last topic?
Yes, it was, sir.
Okay, we've got an announcement to make, folks. Big things happening. We have previously teased one of the coolest giveaways that we've ever done on the show. So everybody that's watching right now, everybody that's listening, you need to listen up. Our good friends at Thrive Fantasy and the three of us have agreed that we need to do something real big for one of the biggest esports competitions in the world. which is League Worlds, and that's going on all this month. So there's actually a lot more on the line than you think. So Thrive Fantasy, you sign up, you use promo code WGG, you get that free $25. You put a couple props in. But to sweeten the pot and to get everybody, real excited and all hot and bothered to start propping up with us over the next month, we are releasing an exclusive, one-of-a-kind, Wicked Good Gaming esports jersey that will be awarded to 2 lucky winners. You are going to get a look at it right now. I'm going to put it right up on the screen right here. There's the jersey. This is an exclusive jersey designed by yours truly from Wicked Good Gaming and Thrive Fantasy. And there is a couple of different ways that you can get it. So Thrive Fantasy, obviously, fantastic sports, daily fantasy sports app, an official sponsor of Not Another Gaming Podcast. There are 2 different ways that you can get this. So over the next couple of weeks, we are going to be, Thrive is going to be rolling out their official Discord bot, and we are going to have one of the first Discord servers to have that. And on that Discord bot, you can actually bet on props right from inside of Discord. And the first person to hit 50 props correctly in our new Discord bot is going to get one of these jerseys. And then we're going to have an exclusive WGG community contest during the League of Legends Worlds Finals. The official date on that is to be announced, but that'll probably be during whatever the final matches are of the Worlds Finals. And the winner of that contest is going to get one of these jerseys as well. So as of right now, 2 winners. The first to hit 50 props correctly in that new Discord Thrive Fantasy bot, which is coming soon. And then the winner of that exclusive WGG community contest for the League of Legends Worlds Finals to be announced. We wanted to make this something that our friends, our community could have a shot at winning. And this is something that if you're engaged in our Discord, you're a member of the community, you're active in there, this is a no-brainer. This is something that is just a really, excellent way to get involved if you haven't. And if you're not in the Discord already, get right in there and get going.
The Shroud place.
There's with a lot of daily fantasy apps, there's a lot of random people who will go in there and just try to just put in as many entries as possible, whatever. But this is something that we're limiting to our Discord, so make sure that you join it so that you have a chance at winning. This is an exclusive jersey. This is very likely to never be printed again. Who knows? Maybe we will do it again in the future, but as of right now, this is a first of its kind, one of a kind. And the folks at Thrive Fantasy are making this possible. So we need you guys to get hype. We just implemented a new fantasy channel in the Discord so that we can start, getting the ball rolling on this. But yeah, so stay tuned. Exclusive competition, 50 props on that new Discord bot. The first to hit 50, you get that. You get this jersey. And then the winner of that exclusive League Worlds Finals contest, which is to be announced for the date, you'll get one of these as well. So all thanks to the good folks at Thrive Fantasy. Big thanks to them. We're a big fan of them. They're a big fan of us, and we want to continue, keeping the good times rolling. And, if we get a lot of buy-in from this, we get a lot of people who, are invested in it and a lot of people competing to win this thing, we can definitely do more cool shit like this in the future. So, exclusive shit. I'm fucking stoked. I cannot wait. I think they're going to be kind enough to be sending the 3 of us one of these each as well, which I'm fucking so stoked about.
They're so sick.
They're sick. So that's where we're at, boys and girls. That's it. Exclusive jersey. Love that word. I start to understand the Sony PS3 press conference where every single thing was exclusive. This is fucking exclusive shit.
Gold bracelet jerseys, if you will.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? The gold bracelet boys. Hold on, wait. Let me give you another quick flash of that jersey real quick so you know what's at stake.
So the point, I think one of the biggest points is if we get a bunch of people in on this that are actively competing in it, there's potential for more of it in the future.
Yeah.
So if people are interested in it, we could just keep it rolling. We could As long as there's people that want to do it and there's a good like a good flow of people coming into it, I'm sure Thrive would want to keep doing it as well.
Yeah.
100%. And like what Rockin just said, Rocket League tourney winner should get one in the future, get one of those in the future. So that's the thing, right? This is the test to see how this does. And as someone who doesn't really follow League that well, it doesn't matter because you're able to look shit up and you're able to take props. And it's not like who's going to win and all this stuff. You can literally bet on players. Find the best player on a team and bet their props. You have to win 50 of them. And if this does good, we could have better prizes. We could do it on different tournaments. We could do it on traditional sports. We can literally do it on everything, but it's only fitting for us to do it with esports, being who we are and what we do. But depending on how this does, there's definitely room for some cool-ass prizes and different tournaments down the road.
So if you haven't already...
Maybe new designs, too, in the future. Yeah. Maybe fucking more exclusive designs.
This is just the 2020 edition. There might be a 2021, you know what I mean? Who knows? So, but yeah, this is only going to, there's the only way we go is up. And, if you haven't already, Thrive Fantasy, you sign up using that promo code WGG, and we'll give you an extra $25 for free if you deposit $25 or more. That helps us out as well. That's something that we want to keep rolling. And again, like the more excitement that we get going around this, the more cool shit like this that we can do, the more jerseys we can give away. So, let's fucking go.
JB, thank you for signing up. See, boom,
hey,
great people.
That's it, baby. That's it. So yeah,
we got any voice mailingtons?
We sure fucking do.
Need advice? Pick up that phone and talk to a dad.
Ghosts.
All right. So the WGG Internet Dad sauce line. We're here once again. It is 617-701-7678. The WGG Internet Dad sauce line. Make sure that you leave us a voicemail. We will respond live on the show. You can ask us a question. You want a topic suggestion, relationship advice, a compliment, a roast, whatever you want. Give us a call, 617-701-7678. First caller, here we go.
It's your boy, LD Silver, aka Don't Shoot Here on Twitch. Probably shouldn't have done that, but I just want to say thank you guys for being such a welcoming community. I've only been really with you guys for about 3 months, and you guys are some of the best people I've gotten a chance to know. So, thank you, and drink up.
Damn. Thank you,
hey,
brother.
LD, thank you, bro. We appreciate you. Thank you for being a
how
part
about
of it,
this?
man.
Going forward, if you leave a voicemail, fucking plug yourself. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Just fucking cares.
Who cares? We're not gonna.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
We don't care. Twitch is doing it in other people's channels. You can fucking do it in ours. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
If you're a fucking member of the community and you're like, hey, it's me calling in. Also, this is my Twitch if you want to watch. Like, who the fuck cares?
Yeah.
Just do it. But thank you for that. That's fucking awesome.
Fucking random calling in that's never watched the show before and is like, hey, what's up? I heard I could plug my fucking Twitch.
Yeah.
Then we're just not going to do it.
Burger King chicken fries are back at Burger King, and yeah. All right, next caller.
Kind of fired.
What up, boys? I have a question for all three of you. What mouse and keyboard setup do you guys have? I currently am running a SteelSeries Apex Pro keyboard and a Logitech G903 mouse, and I was just curious to see what you guys had. That would be helpful to the community or anyone who's getting some new equipment. This message was brought to you by Rockin'505. Thank you.
Thank you for the call, Rockin'. Dom, you want to take this one away?
Yeah, I'm using a dirty old iMac wireless keyboard. So we get that there, and then this is a USB mouse that I got off Amazon for $8. So that's what my rig looks like on my end. How about you, Chris?
So I still use the Death Hatter Elite. Love this mouse. Got big hands, so it fits it well. I tried to go the whole wireless route. Didn't really like it too much. Maybe it's because the connection just wasn't kind of what I needed it to be. As for keyboard, I use a full keyboard. It's a Cooler Master. I think I got it for like $50. And once again, I tried to go 60%, but I need a full keyboard for like the number pad and the Fs and shit like that.
I like that 60% board that you had.
I still have it. It's under my bed if you want it. I really don't care. But yeah, that's what I got. I haven't really dropped too much on it, but I think I might give the G Pro wireless a try.
Yeah, I mean, I had a G903 for a couple of years, and then I bought a G Pro wireless, and I have, like, the wireless charging station. So, like, this I'll never buy another, I'll never buy another mouse again unless Logitech comes out with a better version of the G Pro wireless. Like, this is the perfect size for me, it's the perfect weight for me. I love the fact that it's wireless and I don't have any, like, wire pull. And then for keyboard, I have an Element Whirlwind FX. Um, if you don't know what that is, you can go to wickedgoodgaming.com, type in the search bar, Element keyboard review. The good folks over at Element sent me a review board to try out before they ever released it on the market, and it quickly replaced my fuck, I don't even remember what board I had now. But it's a beautiful board, it's sleek. I got blues in it, and I customized all of the keycaps. I can put a picture in Discord actually. I customized all the keycaps so you get like the good RGB effect on it. And then I get a couple extra custom keys on as well. But the selling point for the Element Whirlwind FX is it has software integrated into it that no other keyboard or keyboard software has, where it can replicate what's happening on your screen on your keyboard.
That's sick.
It's not like perfect, but it's like pretty fucking revolutionary for what they want to do. And they probably have like the most vibrant RGB I've ever seen in the keyboard. So
You know how sick that would be watching porn? Keyboard just go boom, boom, boom. It's like a fucking strobe light in your room.
but I'm currently waiting. So they told me at PAX that they were interested in releasing a 60% board at the end of this year. So I'm waiting for that to release, and I'm going to try that out too when that finally comes out.
Unreal. Nora, thank you for gifting a sub. Really appreciate you.
All right, next caller.
What is up, WGG fam and founding fathers? It's Party Daddy JB Genesis coming in hot for another weekly voicemail. Hope everyone's having a great week so far. We are in the spooky season now, the month of October. So do you guys have any costumes planned out? Are you going to be going to any house parties or doing any, anything? I want to know costume ideas, guys. Give me costume ideas. What do you guys got? Thanks. Peace.
I'm going to show you mine.
Love
You
that.
guys go first.
Love that. I don't have a costume idea yet, just because it's we haven't really talked a whole lot about like what we're doing. I think we'll actually be away for Halloween weekend. I think we're going up somewhere in New Hampshire, and I don't think we're going to be doing anything like that weekend. But let's see. I mean, I could tell you my favorite costume that I've done recently. We did Han Solo and Princess Leia last year, my wife and I. That was cool. The past couple of years, we've always had like amazing couples costumes. So that's the one I did last year. I don't think we're going to be doing anything this year for Halloween, just because we're going to be going away for the weekend. But yeah, that was my favorite one that we did last year.
So I have a nice easy one that you guys can do. Ready? Shit, I can't see. Hold on.
This is such great content for all of our listeners that don't watch.
This is great.
Chris, you're doing great.
You can be one of the things from Fall Guys. One of the beans.
It's fucking okay. Yeah. I said this last year, but if I'm like I don't go out much anymore for Halloween. But specifically for Halloween, especially this year, like fucking stay inside. But if I'm going to, like, I'm probably going to be Fat Thor from Avengers at some point.
That would be great. I would love to see that.
Like that's all I got. I've been a lumberjack for like 10 years in a row. If I'm gonna change it up, I'm gonna go Fat Thor, I think.
I mean, I'm getting shredded right now. Chris could literally walk into a party and tell everyone he's a skeleton. All right.
Hey, yeah, just put a Home Depot tag on yourself.
Chris could paint his entire body green and just walk in as Gumby.
I should be Gumby. Or I just dress in all black, like one of the skin suits, and be Slender Man. Is he all black? I forget what.
Yeah, but he also wears like a suit and a tie.
I'm not doing that. Too hot.
He also has to like walk around places, and it might be a little.
Yeah, and not sit on a couch ripping a jewel all
Might
night.
be a little vigorous for you.
I was a glass of milk last year. I literally had a white T-shirt on that just had fresh milk across the chest. I'm the worst at Halloween.
Yeah, you're not very good at it, huh?
No, I stink at it so bad.
That's really. What's your favorite Halloween costume that you've ever done?
I dressed up as Woody once, and I had like a big suit on that was Woody. Cock looked phenomenal, but it was like super tight on me. It was nice. I had the hat on, bandana. It was great. Great.
You're a fucking idiot.
But
Opie from Sons of Anarchy.
Ooh, it's a really good one.
I pulled it off really fucking well too. So that was probably the best. That might have been the best one I ever did.
Damn, Opie, man.
R.I.P.
Rip.
One of the saddest scenes in TV history.
Hey, facts.
Tom, what was yours? You've had some good ones.
I've had some bangers. Let's see. We did Ash and Misty from Pokemon one time. That was pretty cool. That was a big fan of that one. And then we did Doug and Patty Mayonnaise, which was like such a simple one, but like everybody got it in this party that we went to. And the preparation time was nothing. We went out at like 2:00 that Saturday and like went to Salvation Army and spent $10 and got like a handful of things, and that was it. So that was Kenny was like, "Can you dress up as my mom and dad?" "Yes, son, we love you." So yeah, that was
you could be a bagel, your wife could be a coffee, and he could be the napkin from Dunkin' Donuts. It'd be great. It'd be great.
Damn, Kenny, you just got fucking roasted by
Wow.
a guy who goes as 3-hole punch every other year.
Oh, that's a good one. You got anything else, Tom?
Oh my God.
No.
I'm sorry, I'm just like reeling over a bagel, a coffee. I thought that was going to be something very inappropriate for a second, but then you really
pulled it back. I mean, I'm a very appropriate guy.
Sometimes you got to pull it back.
Just for the sake of the people.
All right. We got one more. Let's see.
Roasted by
Farm,
Gumby.
right? Great A-hole here. Let's play a quick game of Marry, Kill, Fuck. And the contestants are Zero Suit Samus, Princess Peach, and Princess Zelda. Let me know what you guys think.
Oh, God.
I very rarely say this, but what a stupid fucking question.
No, I love that. I love that. Princess Peach is fucking bad.
I like that he specified Zero Suit Samus. I feel like either Samus or Zelda could defend me for my entire life, so I'm thinking probably Samus for Mary. I hate these questions. I guess kill Zelda and
Yeah. No, I'd marry Peach. She's hot, man.
she got royalty.
No.
Married to royalty. She got money.
Yeah, so doesn't fucking Zelda. Marry Zelda, fuck Samus, kill Peach. Easy.
I think
I've thought about this so many times before.
I bet you have. Yeah, I would kill Samus. Oh man. I guess marry Peach and fuck Zelda.
All right, so now we gotta do it reverse. Would we marry, fuck, kill Mario, Link?
And
What's the fucking giant
Ridley.
Ridley?
Chris, Google who Ridley is before we begin. Yeah, just to
Chris,
keep things
Chris.
fair.
Chris, Google who Mario is.
Mario Lopez, guy's handsome.
Damn.
Really?
Yeah, just to keep things fair and balanced. I guess.
I'd want to marry Mario.
No way. Again, it's easy. You marry Link, he's the hero of time. You have to kill Ridley because he's a giant fucking space pterodactyl, and you gotta fuck Mario.
Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Yeah, I gotta do that. But like, which version of Mario though? Like the cartoon one or like Captain Lou Albano? Rest in peace.
Cartoon.
What's his name? Fucking what's his name? Fucking Hobbins, whatever. The guy who played him in the fucking.
Oh,
movie.
yeah. Fuck. Oh my god. I know what you're talking about. Oh man.
Who is it? Bob Hoskins.
Yes, Bob
Hoskins version of Mario.
Yes, fuck Bob Hoskins. Marry Link.
Fuck Bob Hoskins.
Fuck Bob Hoskins. And you got to kill Ridley because I'm not going to get fucked or wed to a giant space pterodactyl.
Yeah, I agree with Bob's. I wanted to marry Mario, but
you can. It's your question.
No, I know. The more I'm thinking about it, I feel like he doesn't really have much to offer from
you can fuck
a marriage
Link
standpoint.
and
He's always running around, and I don't know.
He's always going to space and shit. You can't have a long-term commitment with Mario because he's going to go to space, or like
when you look at it, like Link is in shape too.
Yeah,
like he's a little cut. He's toned up. He's cut up. Mario's like a fat old Italian plumber.
Yeah, but I feel like he low key throws it back.
Probably might. Like, you never know.
I don't know. It's just kind of my knee jerk reaction when I look at him. A little thick, couple C's.
Like he pops a mushroom.
Granted though, Mario does have a PhD. If you think about it, married into education. He's a professional, athlete. He's a multi-sport athlete. He's got a PhD. He's definitely pulling into big bucks. He's got his own theme park that's opening up.
Damn, he's kind of rolling in the dough.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Maybe you marry Mario, and then Link the pool boy comes around once in a while Mario's on his adventure. I'm just saying.
You think every part of him grows when he eats the mushroom?
All right, that's enough. Let's land the train, please.
I would assume so.
I'm gonna say it's gotta be proportional.
I'm gonna have a nightmare about Bob Hoskins tonight. Oh my god.
R.I.P.
Bob Hoskins.
No, Bob Hoskins is alive. I think Captain Lou Albano's dead.
Is he? Is Bob Hoskins alive?
Is Bob Hoskins alive?
Yeah.
No, he's dead. He died in 2014. Damn. Rest in peace, Bob Hoskins.
Damn.
I hope none of Bob Hoskins' family members are listening to this and they're like, why are they talking about my late uncle like this?
Because arguably his most underrated role was Super Mario. Okay? I'll say it. I don't fucking care. I think he was incredible in the role. Yeah. I don't care how stupid the movie was. I still enjoyed it because I enjoyed him and John Leguizamo. Okay?
That's a fact. That's all we got for voicemails.
All right, sweet. So without further ado, boys and girls, it is time to land the train. I will let Papa Dom, not Papa Doc, 31313, Papa Dom, kick it off. What do you got, Dom?
That's right. While he stands tough, notice that this man did not have his hands up.
That's right.
So, big shout out to Thrive Fantasy, who's putting on the contest. Let me give you one last peek at that jersey. Bang. Big shout out to them. Go sign up. Promo code WGG. $25. You know the deal. Get some free money. More details on the contest to come, but now you know it's at stake, and now you can get excited. Also, big shout out to friend of the program and friend in real life, Jess Kidden, who started her own Twitch page. She's only a couple followers away from affiliate, which is cool. So big shout out to her. I believe it's JessK_Idden, IDDIN. So go give her a follow. I don't know what she streams or how well she streams it, but you can go give her a follow, and make fun of her. Or just be nice, whatever you prefer. Good friend of the program, good friend in real life. Jess Kidden, go check her out. And also, let's see. Big shout out to... I wanted to shout somebody else out. I really wanted to give somebody else a shout out, but I just can't decide. I feel like JB always gives us really good voicemails, and I would just like to point that out. Like every week, without fail, we get like a fire-ass voicemail from JB. So big shout out to JB. That's another one. I wanted to round it out with 3 good shout outs. And I just feel like we need to give credit where credit is due, and leave us more voicemails. I want to get at least 5 per episode. So leave us voicemails, even if you feel shy. We've had so many people who are like, "Oh, it's so weird hearing my own voice." We've been doing it for 201 episodes. Believe me, we know.
So true.
But we don't care. We don't care.
And we didn't even hear our real voices for the first 50 of them.
That's true. That's true.
There's no augmented through shitty equipment.
That is true. That is really true. So that's all I got to shout out. Just don't be afraid to leave a voicemail. We really love hearing it. So,
but Bob,
Shout out to Thrive for making this giveaway possible. Shout out to everybody who subbed today. Shout out to JB for the 500 bits. Shout out to Steve and Kenny. We put in a lot of fucking work into the most recent video that's up at youtube.com/wickedgaming. It is the Phasmophobia Detection Equipment Guide. Like I said at the beginning of the show, if you're interested in learning more about Phasmophobia, we got you covered. I think we're pretty fucking good at the game at this point. Like, we're pretty good a couple days in, and now it's just us sharing our knowledge. But I do get a bunch of shit from the YouTube. Let me see. Kung Fu Ken. I'm not afraid of any particular ghost, but the little girl ghost, she kind of scares me. Pokey Simp commented, I vote for Bob Naked Calendar for 2021.
No thanks.
Chris 2 commented first on the video. Fiona commented lol at the end, they killed Kenny. This is all for the Phasmophobia videos recently. Pokey Simp again, good video. When is Bob going to have an OnlyFans for his feet? Okay. Lorenzo
Pokey Simp's horny. Who is this guy?
I think that might be Wolf.
Lorenzo commented Ken 2020. Jess commented Kurt Angle is my favorite particular angle. And then Rock and Roll Hot Dog, aka the editor fucking extraordinaire when it comes to the YouTube content. No drop frames in this video. Nice work. Yeah, because I wasn't fucking recording. Look, Phasmophobia is poorly optimized. It runs like shit when I'm fucking streaming it. That's all I can say.
It is really fun though. And then for you all done, Bob? All good? All good? Yeah, you muted, Bob.
Big Wicked Gaming suck it to that Kotaku article. You guys are stupid.
As for what I have, obviously shout out to Thrive. Shout out to everyone that was on the show last week. That was super, super fun. Really nice to have everyone together. That was a good time. Everyone that's been hanging out in the Twitch chat, appreciate you so much. Philly, thank you for stopping by for the first time. Everyone gifting subs, kind of throwing bits out there. We do appreciate you guys. And then if you do want another shout out from me, please leave us a 5-star review on iTunes. Really helps us. Obviously, Not Another Gaming Podcast on there. You could leave a comment. As long as it's 5-star reviews, I will read it live on the show. Could be a comment. Could be a question, topic suggestion, roast, whatever you want. But yeah, other than that, you can follow us on all socials. It is at Wicked Good Gaming on everything besides Twitter. It is at Wicked Good Games. If you want to read the old-fashioned content the written way, it is on wickedgoodgaming.com. Check out Bob's videos on YouTube, youtube.com/wickedgoodgaming. If you're looking for the podcast and you don't know where to find it for some reason, your buddy was playing it in the car, and you're like, where can I find this? It's on Spotify, Apple iTunes, Google Play Store, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, radio.com, iHeartRadio,
and now Amazon Podcasts.
Amazon Podcasts and Ghana.
The other one, yeah, the number one
gaming
platform, the number one podcast platform in India.
I think we're missing a really big shout out right now.
Shout
out to all of our fucking South Korean SIGs.
Yeah, shout out the Koreans. We're here, baby.
We hit number one. What gaming podcast or over
number one gaming podcast? Shout out the Koreans, man. So I found this out today. So I was just Googling, like, what are the biggest podcast markets? And the biggest podcast market is South Korea. South Korea has 54% of all podcast listeners.
It's kind of amazing.
And we hit number one in their gaming.
Number one. Yeah. So thank you guys a lot.
I think South Korea is like a really big cigarette smoking country too. So shout out to Rian Sigs, man. It just kind of comes hand in hand. Rian Sigs, shout out to you guys. That's dope though. Other than that, that's all we got for you on this beautiful episode 201 of Not Another Gaming Podcast. We appreciate you guys so much. And until next week, see you then.